Hey guys, Mitchell Gonzales here, the Bearded Realtor, and I am here today with my lovely wife, Tigran Gonzales, or Tigran Gonzales. She is also known as the non-bearded future interior designer.
Thank you.
Thank God for no beard. Hey, are you living in Denver or maybe thinking about visiting the Denver area during Valentine's Day and you're trying to figure out where should I go for Valentine's Day dinner? Well, you're in luck. Today we are going to go over our best Valentine's Day dinner spots in Denver. So let's hang out. Hey guys, Mitchell Gonzales, the Bearded Realtor here. If you've seen one of my videos before in the past, welcome back. If this is your first time checking me out, make sure that you subscribe, push the subscribe button below, and make sure you follow me as I post weekly videos all about living in and moving to the Denver area. Along with that, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping people find their dream homes even more. So you'll see my phone number, my email pop up. So if you have any questions about the real estate market, make sure you hit me up. Love to help people find their dream homes. So with that being said, another week in Denver, and we still are without a coach for the Denver Broncos, but did see a spectacular championship game. My wife actually made it through like a good 2 minutes of the game.
I killed it.
And if you guys saw it, it was actually a terrible game. TCU lost by like 58 points or something. And while I'm watching this game, I'm thinking, God, I wonder if like the Buffs could have put forth a better effort than TCU. Probably not this year, but maybe next year, and we're going to find out because CU plays TCU in the opener. And I was so inspired by TCU's lack of effort, I actually made a bet on the Buffs to win the national championship next year. Wife doesn't know this, but I bet $1.86 on the Buffs to win the national championship. If they win, make $560. And I'm going to take my wife out. I didn't tell us if they win, I'm going to take her out to any of these restaurants of her choice. So go Buffs 2023. We'll see what happens. Also, Shadir Sanders, Heisman watch. So if you want to bet on someone. So I could sit here all day and give you guys bad betting advice. But you guys really want to see the top restaurants to go to Valentine's Day. And I figured who better to have on this YouTube, who better to like bring on for the first time than my beautiful forever Valentine, Tigran. And she's as much of a foodie as I am, so we love going to all these places. Love talking about food. I've done other food videos in the past, so very excited about this video talking about some of our favorite restaurants. So if you're anything like us, right now it's January, and you're probably not really thinking that much about Valentine's Day. And we've definitely had our times where we have like waited until the week before. It's like, oh, we should probably book something for Valentine's Day, and everything is booked. And we actually have a unique situation with my wife where her birthday is actually on Valentine's Day. So every year it's like, well, are we celebrating Valentine's Day or are we celebrating your birthday? But it gets even more fun because she was actually born on February 13th, but the doctor messed up her birth certificate and put the 14th, and her nor her parents have ever changed it. So
why would I?
So now she gets two birthdays. So it actually worked out where she gets her birthday a separate day than Valentine's Day. So that's kind of fun. But like I said, we're going to go over some of our top restaurants. We're going to go over 6 places that you can go for Valentine's Day dinner. We're going to have 3 kind of medium-priced ones and then 3 more expensive ones. So make sure that you watch the entire video. I know some of you guys cut out like halfway through. Watch the entire thing because we are saving the best one for last. So let's hang out. All right. So to start off, first of all, for pure authenticity, in case if like my wife and I get into a disagreement on any of these topics, we're going to continue filming for you guys. So we're not going to stop. We're not going to edit it. So if we break into a heated disagreement, we're going to keep it for you guys. But we're going to start our 6 restaurants. So to start off, we're going to go over our 3 more medium priced ones. And full disclosure, we cannot guarantee reservations at any of these places. So if you try and call and they're booked and you drop, the bearded hey, we heard about you from the Bearded Realtor or the non-bearded interior designer, it's not going to get you anywhere. So get on it early, book these places. You won't regret any of them, hopefully. So the first one that we are going to talk about is called Uncle. And this place actually has two different spots. There's one in the Highlands and one in Wash Park. And the great thing about this place is, well, there's a couple, but the Wash Park one takes reservations. The Highlands one does not. So maybe you did wait too long to book reservations and now you're stuck. Well, just go to Uncle in the Highlands and you might be able to get in. So you might have to wait 2 hours, but you'll probably get in eventually. And so just to tell you guys a couple things about Uncle is this is basically, it's going to be a smaller place, but they are a ramen restaurant. So I know you probably didn't think that I was going to throw ramen at you for Valentine's Day, but if you haven't heard, ramen is making quite a comeback. So it's very popular out here in Colorado. Pho is super popular. It's still delicious.
We actually just got it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to eat more ramen, but she's all about the pho.
So good.
Hey, we'll try some hot pot here soon. But basically, this place is like the ramen place in Denver. So if you want something a little different, something a little fun, Uncle is going to be a great spot. They're probably going to be a little bit more. It's probably not going to be as like romantic of a vibe because it's a little bit more crammed. There's not going to be as many beverage options, but maybe you're early on in your relationship and maybe ramen could be a great option. So next one that we're going to go over is called Root Down. And this place has been very popular. It's also in the Highlands, and it's off of 33rd, and it's been around for some time now. It was actually kind of one of the original like hot spots in the Highlands. And so it's kind of a makeshift kitchen. They are trying to be like more organic, earthy, like, fresh foods is kind of their thing. And so it's very popular, very, very fresh food. But they're also going to be a little more limited on their entrees. So they might only have like 4 or 5 different entrees. They might have 5 or 6.
Really good entrees.
They are going to be really good. But it's not going to be one of those ones where you open up like the Cheesecake Factory and there's 200 different entrees. You might only have like a few different options, but they're all going to be good. So that one's definitely worth checking out. And you're going to probably try something new. They've got a lot of drinks that also match their entrees. So Root Down is our second recommendation. Number 3, and this place is also extremely popular, and guess where it is? The Highlands. If you guys aren't quite getting the theme here, the Highlands is kind of like they've got. I could have probably chosen like 5 or 10 other restaurants in the Highlands that could have also gone on this list. We just picked our 3 favorites. But Linger is number 3, and it's like basically they really utilize the Plata's idea. They really are just it's like food from all over the world, essentially. It's not going to be like your American food and that's it. They have their American food, they have European inspired things, Indian, Asian, African. Like you can get just
anything.
Yeah, such a crazy variety of food. And it's one of those ones where you could go and it's like we might each get like 4 or 5 different plates and get to try a bunch of different things. So
pro tip, if you don't know what your girlfriend or your date likes to eat, this would be a great spot because she could pick from anywhere, she or he.
Yep, can't go wrong. So if you don't know your date that well, Linger might be the way to go because of the high variety of food. They also have an awesome rooftop, which has more of like a food truck inspired theme up there. And so you might get some really fun bites up there, and it might give you, if you're looking for like a more casual setting, like she was saying, maybe it's someone that you're newly seeing, then that could also be a really great option as well.
Or a double date.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be just somebody new. Double date or a group date. It would be really fun to go.
Yeah. So those are our 3 options that, if you don't want to go out and spend hundreds of dollars, you want lower price, those are 3 great options. Now we're going to go into our 3 more expensive options. And so the first one we are going to go to is one of our favorites, Ocean Prime. And so if you don't know about Ocean Prime, it is seafood. I know, shocking, the name Ocean, right?
The best seafood.
The best. So, and they've got 2 different locations. They've got one over in the Denver Tech Center down South Denver, and they've got one that's at Larimer Square, and they're both just awesome. So I mean, you can definitely go surf and turf there. I think we're more of the mindset, like when you go to a seafood place, get seafood. You go to a steak place, get steak. I'm sure their steak is great, but
we've been in the wrong many of times.
Yeah.
That is why we follow this philosophy now.
Yeah. So they're going to have a wide variety. It's not just cooked seafood. You've got your oysters, you've got your sushi, you've got your lobster bisque. I mean, there's just a ton of different great fish options that you can have. If you're like this one, she normally just does like a double serving of the tuna poke bowl. So
or salmon, like both amazing.
So yeah, there's a lot of great options. So I hate to even say this on video, but like I'm normally not a big salad guy, but their shellfish Cobb salad is probably like, I get there all the time. Like I almost feel bad, but like it's like a mountain of a salad. It has like lobster, shrimp. It's got so many different things, and it
hides the salad for him.
It masks the lettuce taste. But it's really good. I think it has bacon too. So I mean, bacon
Yum, yum.
makes everything better. So the next one that we're going to go over is melting pot. Cheesy, yes, in many different ways. I think maybe cheated a little bit on this one because technically there's not a melting pot in Denver. So I guess we'll call this the best Valentine's restaurants in the Denver area. They have a location in Louisville, which is I think their original one. They've got one in Littleton. They've got one in Fort Collins. They've got one in the Springs. So really, like no matter where you are along the I-25 corridor, there's going to be a melting pot. And so along with that, like they'll also do like rose petals on your table. They'll put candles. If I remember correctly, didn't someone light their menu on fire last time we were there?
They actually did. They are real candles, not fake candles, but they have amazing Valentine, entree options and different groupings of courses that are just to die for.
Yep. And it's pretty fun because they do a whole 4-course meal that you basically pay for. And the first one is a whole cheese fondue. And who doesn't love cheese? Like, just dip your bread, your veggies. I mean, I normally just dip like the bread and the pita chips or whatever they have in there.
I eat the veggies.
Yeah, so it's perfect. I get the bread. She also gets some bread, veggies. So the cheese is awesome. They have a variety of different options where it's like, 4 cheese blends, Mexican blends, or it's a little spicier. I mean, I don't even know. There's like 5 or 6 different options. Then you get your salads, which I mean, it's salad.
Very good.
You don't go for the salad though. It's like the 4th best course on there. Next one is your main course, and they have a variety of different broths. I go there and I have no idea what they're talking about.
We ask for the best.
Yeah, they recommend one to us and we go with it. And it's fun because you can get like a variety of different meats and fishes and everything and veggies. If you guys haven't gotten the point, I'm not big on veggies, but I mean, I'll eat 1 or 2 to make myself feel healthy. So you can get a variety of different steaks, seafoods. You put them in there. You get like everyone gets their own colored skewer, so you don't get yours mixed up. And they give you the cook times. I would double check on the cook times because we were off on our steak cook times and we were eating our steak well instead of medium rare. We couldn't figure it out until after we were done. Then the last thing is the dessert. Now, hopefully you have room for dessert by the time you finish everything else. And
you will.
And
you will. Once you see it, you will.
This is normally where the argument starts with us because of our difference in preferences in the chocolate fondue, because she's weird. She likes like nuts and caramel and stuff in her chocolate.
I'm all of the above.
I'm a traditionalist where I just like, like marshmallows and stuff in there, mix it up and everything. And so, you get to choose your fondue and you have different fruits, graham crackers, marshmallows, like strawberries, like angel food cake. Be careful for the angel food cake because it'll break off and
yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that one can be messy. But it's just a lot of fun because you get to experience with like a lot of different foods and you get to essentially cook your own food in the fondue, and it's just a whole different vibe than like any other restaurant. And we always enjoy going there, so that's a lot of fun. So
it's really interactive too. So you're constantly moving your hands and talking at the same time. But if you don't like to work for your food, I would go with the next option. The best is for last.
And it is.
My favorite, Guard and Grace.
So Guard and Grace, it's in downtown Denver off of 18th in California. And this restaurant opened in 2014, and they came out of the gates like flying. So 5280 magazine, it's like one of the most well-respected magazines in the area in Denver. Their first 4 years out of the gate, they won Best Steakhouse 4 straight years. And I mean, if you know Denver, there's a lot of great steakhouses. So for them to take the top honor 4 years in a row is a big deal.
And honestly, their steak is the most tender steak I have ever ate anywhere. And it's the best, like, quaint little place to go if you want like a little quiet setting and romantic. It's just overall the best.
Yeah, it's got like a very modern feel. You walk in and there's like the huge wine room right once you walk in, all glass walls, so it's really cool. You can see all the different wines. They have a
great photo op area, by the way.
Is it wine sommelier or something?
A sommelier.
Yes. Yep. So if you're into that, they'll pair the appropriate wine with whatever you're eating. It's just top notch everything. One thing that we haven't done yet, and I get super jealous every time we go there, because there's always like those like rich business people that the company's paying for it, their dinner, and they do a tower of seafood, and it's
we will do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do it someday. But
like on the 14th of February, 2023.
It's possible. So they do like oysters, crab legs, shrimp. It's literally a tower of seafood, different layers, levels. They've got a lot of other great appetizer options with their different dips, like spinach and artichoke dip. They've got octopus, which sounds scary, but it's amazing.
Not calamari.
Not calamari. It's different because it's not fried. You've got your shrimp, obviously, and then most important thing is, once again, they have fish, but as we said before, you're at a steak place. Get steak, unless if you're with someone, I guess, unless if you don't eat steak and you just eat fish. But their steak is probably the best we've had. So
I am obsessed with the mignon, and they have the most tender, delicious, like mouth-watering filet mignon on top of Wagyu.
Yeah.
Wagyu is once in a while that they have it, but when they have it, it is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
Yep. So, they do like a flight of fillets, which is basically 3 different. Normally we just split that and everything, and they did have the filet Wagyu last time we were there, and definitely regretted not just getting a filet Wagyu. It was absolutely incredible. So our number one option is definitely Guard and Grace. If you can get in, it might be booked. It might have some spots left. If they are booked, a lot of times they do still offer walk-in bar seating, and you'll still get great environment. It'll still be a lot of fun. You still get all of the amazing food that you would normally get.
It's definitely a place that is just wow. So if you want to show off and take your girlfriend or wife or partner anywhere spectacular, that is my number one.
Yep. So that is our list of the 6, our 6 favorite restaurants to have Valentine's Day dinner in Denver.
Oh, have a great Valentine's!
All right, you guys, thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully this inspired you to go and book a restaurant for Valentine's Day. Maybe it gave you some new ideas of places to check out for Valentine's Day, some new restaurant ideas. Even if you don't go to these places on Valentine's Day, we would recommend them the other 364 days of the year as well. So it's
100%.
all great places for date nights and everything. So
and maybe you'll see us at one of the places like Garden Grace.
Yep, hopefully. Definitely see you guys around. So if you haven't had a chance to yet, make sure that you subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Along with that, like I said, I am a realtor. So if you have any questions, I'll answer questions about these restaurants, even if you want other ideas. If you are in the market to buy or sell, definitely give me a call. This is my cell phone number that you're going to see at the bottom. You're not going to get to an office. I answer it all the time. Also, my personal email address. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a great week and a spectacular Valentine's Day. Bearded Realtor, signing off.